It's like mostly we struggle. Can you hear me okay? Mostly we struggle with the daily kind of situations, problems, we call it, health issues, kind of. So it's just like this is basically human beings struggle is with. So something happens in a daily life and the person really goes up and down, can't find a ground. And then more, if can't find the ground, more it just begins to struggle that how to be, what to do, where to go. And the other hand, we always talk about our different levels of our beingness. And and basically our deeper levels are pretty much connected with our problems, right? It's like in a way the problem and the deeper levels are kind of connected with each other. So basically, when the problem comes, we go the opposite way. We go into the mind, and then we totally forget about our deeper levels. And then we begin to struggle. We try to, get out of it or wish or want or, pray for to get out the situation to feel better or something at the surface should get better. But if we see that with the bigger picture, this is our life. The life is a mixture of this, all these what we call problems, but it's our routine. This is our way of being. But more and more, because of we living from this mechanicalness, this oldness, and basically we are very much familiar with our reactions. So if we see most of the time, if you notice yourself, it's like either we react when somebody's talking or some situations are happening or some problem is happening. It's like, or we are just, it's like a repulsion, like, kind of. Or the other way, if we like something, is attraction, right? So this part is constantly ruling us so much, but we don't see our reactions or even our attractions. So we constantly, because we are ignorant toward ourselves, we are only think we know other people, but we are totally ignorant toward ourselves. So, so more we need to know ourselves, more we discover that we are in a bigger and bigger and bigger mess. It's not small. We become more sensitive. We are sensitive to the situations more. We're sensitive to the different energies more. We are sensitive to our other people's reactions and actions more and ours own. So this sensitivity, as it increases and we feel we are more and more getting worse. This is we've been talking about from a long time. Everybody in the connection feels like I'm getting worse. I'm not getting better. But before, the person did not even know oneself. So getting to know oneself is like a mostly we are finding our weaknesses, we are attachments, we are wants and desires. This is what we are discovering more and more, or our belief system. So all this been happening in a very, very hidden way in the beingness. It's like, the person is mechanically reacting, mechanically one with the weakness, mechanically one with the beliefs. It's like we are so one with everything. And that's why we can't see ourselves because we are one with it. It's like a one. It's like in this, can't see anything. But we sense sometimes, if we are sensitive enough, we sensing there is something is I'm not open or I am separate. So even with this, if you begin to feel like I am separate, I'm not really open, I'm not open to my heart, I'm not open to the love I long for from ages, I'm not open, I'm not experiencing anything. So more you know this, that I am separate, and the more you're gonna long for from your heart to be open. Even though through all these struggles you finding I'm closed, all these troubles showing you your state of beingness, which is normally is my state of beingness, either narrow or I'm reactive or I'm just in the wishing and wanting, or it's like my states are not higher states. But this is not a judgment. Knowing ourselves is the goodness in it. So normally we want to get out of it when we begin to see that, okay, I'm not in a higher state. This is not bad thing. That's what I'm reminding you. When you are triggered by the problems, you relate with your lower levels because they're connected. We used to say that this is our ego center, this is our fearful center, this is our sexual center. It's like we are so neglecting our lower centers. That's why when the problem comes, we are just either running outward or we are just stuck in the mind and circling in the mind. This is very, very familiar state to all of you. We can circle in the mind for days and months and and or we can run outside to look for solutions, right? So mostly we are really running outside because outside everything is a promise you that you will get better if you do this, right? So your chase is outward, but just remember this outward is very limited. Anything you being promised is limited. You'll do it for a little bit, maybe for a month or for a moment, you're better, and then you're in the same rut. Because outer is not a solution. Every being is longing to relate what is higher. What we call higher is from our heart, that longing for that love. It's not you're gonna find the love, but you long for it. Because mostly we want something. It's like we want. So more we are coming back, understanding way that outer is not a solution, then so big part of you gonna relax, right? Because even outer is like, even reading the scriptures, even it's outer. But even this, it's not about scripture, it's about my doing is about to just feel better. Or I think I'm doing better, something I'm doing better, right? So so we need to really differentiate between the outer and the inner. So outer will gonna take me out. So that's why whatever you being promised is very temporary. That's why we from one thing, one solution to we go to the next solution, right? We think, okay, this is not working. Oh, I got another one now, another remedy. Another person promised me, another thing is available now in the market, right? It's gonna make me feel better, or it's gonna do something to me. So if I know the difference between the outer and the inner, then slowly, slowly, my hands gonna begin to drop from the outer. So one thing is my attention goes to get better with from the aid of outer, right? So me and the outer is so plugged, right? So most of the time, this is how we are. So we think, why I'm so out? Sometimes the people says, I'm so out, right? So I'm so out because I want to get better about with something. So my pull is like, just remember, attraction is outward, right? So I am being pulled. So more I know that this is not what I long for, then you're still going to be introduced by many things from the outer. But if you stay with what you long for, this is your true longing, then your hand's going to drop. You will understand more and more the outer is not I'm looking for. And also, I'm not looking for solutions. I'm not looking to feel better, right? So just see how much can be revealed by you just in order to differentiate between the outer and the inner. So more you have this true longing, more your hand's gonna draw from the outer. Outer is my desires outer. I want something. I expect something. Right? So this way there is so much kind of unnecessary, useless stuff can be dropped. Because we are full with the useless stuff. And more these things begins to drop, more you are with yourself. And the with yourself is the inner struggle. More you are in the inner struggle consciously, and then it's deepening you. And it still doesn't feel good. But in order for to that longing you have in your heart, for that is not the big cost. You losing your comfort, you always trading. You don't want to, you don't want a comfort. You'd rather be in the discomfort and be present in your own struggle. Right? The struggle is like it's like now you're inside. Inside you're struggling, and your own way of being it's been hard with the outer, right? Before, because you want something better, and the inside becomes harder and harder. And through the inner struggle, you are present. Nothing feels good here either. But you're choosing from your heart, for that longing, that you rather be in that struggle. And the longer you are in the struggle, the honest way you are in the struggle, how open you are in the struggle, right? That softens your inner little by little. So that little softening, it takes you deeper. It's like some way it's preparing your ground inside to go deeper so you can relate with the deeper levels of yours. Because the more you're consciously capable to relate from your side to the deeper levels, it makes sense to you. It's like In the moment, it makes sense. Because before you were lost, more we are in this want to get better, more lost we feel. It's not you feel better now or being grounded or home yet, but at least you're not that much lost as you capable to relate with your deeper levels, even for one moment. So our way of being very complicated because we are triggered by with so much from the outer and we don't understand. Sometimes so much surprises us that how much we are being triggered by the outer. And inside we says, I don't know what's happening with me. So it's not we really need to understand what is happening to me. We need to learn to we need to learn to relax. We need to learn to relax within what is happening. And because of our system is very complicated, we 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 don't understand and we cannot understand all at once. We can't. And that is our very biggest kind of disappointment because we can't understand. We only understand little by little. And also, whatever we understand, it all belongs to our heart, all belongs to our higher selves. And that's why, as a person, you still don't remember things. Even your understandings, you don't remember as a person. But you know from your heart, yes. But that is the most important, what we know. But mostly as a person, we want to remember things as a habitual way we used to. But in this way, because everything, whatever we are earning, it belongs to the heart, to the higher self, it doesn't registers in the memory. That's why we doubt so much. But whenever I see that you come back again, you come back in the satsang, the things begins to make sense again. Because you know that. Because it's not about memory. It's about you, you're reconnecting, you're beginning to relate with it again directly, and you know already. You know this is the way. And a week later, you don't come back again to the satsang, and then you begin to doubt again. Because you don't experience anything as a personal level. You don't remember as a personal level anything about this goodness. But in your heart, it stays alive. That's why it never gets lost from the heart level. It only gets lost from the mind level, from the personal levels. And we have no solution for this. But just to get together again and again and be in this higher and higher awareness all together. And then everybody knows we progressing. And if your family member asks what kind of progress you have, you I don't know. This is normal. Every family member, they do ask you, what you have learned? You tell me. Or even people ask me, they're just walking by. I just want to ask, what is all about this? I can't tell. And it's always like that. It's you long, you know. You progress, you know. That's why we call it, it's just your path alone, alone. And that's why we are together again. And thank you for joining again. So good to be